EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Jet sweep to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. Second and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. It's Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Moss. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Joseph is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man Lamb, it's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Bond looks to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Gregory Rousseau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Herbert. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They go play action here. Mon. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Mon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Herbert. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Williams running left. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mond. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, 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 check.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Here's a give to Barkley. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 56, Mike 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Slip. 19,
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And returning it, here's Hamler. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Hook up of 15 yards there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Mond's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 31, Mond. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He'll return it from the 6.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 82 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Bond going to throw it.
Williams brings it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mond.
That is man complete over the middle. That's Williams. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mond now off of play action.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Herbert flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mond out of the shotgun. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Herbert dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big game that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw. Herbert. Touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. From the gun, here's Mon. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Mon. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert staying on his feet. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Down the middle of the field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Mon. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it's Barkley. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring that on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Herbert. He's able to find Wallace. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover. And it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Chargers,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.